Cool. Hi, friends. Welcome back. Yep, I'm wearing glasses because my eyes are sore today. But yeah, I thought I would sit down again and have another little chat because I got really cool feedback and responses from my last video that were all really positive and yeah, not even just like stuff about me, but just stuff about like you. I got a lot of responses just about like stuff that you guys are going through, which is exactly what I wanted. So thank you for reaching out, and if you haven't and if you want to reach out to me, like I said last time, I love helping people. I mean, that's why I'm making these videos. So yeah, just feel free to reach out. All ears, I want to help. But yeah, I had the really amazing opportunity to speak to Kelly at Daily Post, just a bit more about like me and what I'm going through and what I think helps me. So yeah, it's been cool. It's been really cool. But I think the coolest thing is that as much as it's helping other people, it's actually really helping me. So yeah, I think I'm going to keep doing these videos because they, yeah, it's helping me a lot. But yeah, I think before I kind of crack into this one, I just wanted to say that watching that video back, I do seem very positive, and I am, you know, like that was real, that was me. But also, I don't want to come across as like I know everything or that I've got it all sorted and that everything is dandy in my life, because it's not. And I have really low moments, like super low moments, which I will get into more in another video because that's a whole thing in itself. But yeah, I don't have it all together and I don't know everything, and I don't want to be portraying myself as like this expert. I'm just kind of figuring out as I go. And yeah, so yeah, but yeah, I think today I'm going to be just talking a little bit more about stuff that like I've learned personally about like myself from, yeah, just stuff that I kind of thought more about that kind of popped up after I made the last video, which is kind of still talking about the same stuff. So yeah, I've got my book back. So yeah, I think another really big, oh my god, I've got a really big blister on my foot and it's really sore. That's irrelevant. Anyway, another really big thing that I've learned about myself is that when I think that I've reached my emotional and sometimes my physical limit, it's not it. And I think that applies to everyone. Like when you feel like you can't give any more, you cannot possibly give any more, you can. And yeah, that's something really big for me, is that when I think that I'm done, like I'm out, you know, like yeah, like I said, this is another story, but when I feel like I've given everything that I can and I've got literally nothing left in the tank, I can keep going. And I think, yeah, that's really cool. Like I keep surprising myself. Something else I've learned is that I get most of my energy from being around my friends. Like I said last video, my friends are amazing, and my family. But yeah, I think I get most of my energy from them. And so when I get into these really low points, where I am isolating myself on purpose, because that's what depression does and anxiety does, is it isolates you from the people that you like love the most, which is really it's not productive. It's something good to remind me that I do actually get my energy from other people, but also I do really need to be alone to recharge. So I think something that I've learned over the past 2 years is just the line, you know, like the line where, okay, yep, I'm tired, I need to recharge, and when it becomes like isolation. And so I think, yeah, like I said last time, spending more time with yourself and like figuring out those cues and those like that line has been really important for me. So yeah, just really encourage you to, if you are like tending to keep being by yourself, just kind of like really look into why you're feeling that way, and is it because you need a recharge, or are you just isolating yourself and it's being less productive than it should? So yeah, another big piece of advice is flashing a big smile in public to a complete stranger will always help my mood. Yeah, like I said last time, even if I'm feeling really crappy, it's the whole like, I'm sorry for the cliche, but like fake it till you make it kind of thing, which is so true. Like I sometimes just be a little Paramore reference, but fake happy, you know? And it does actually help, because when you're smiling, people smile back at you, and then it's like, oh wow, this is cool. Like, yeah, so do that a lot. That helps. This is something kind of more about like me personally, but I think I've learned a lot about how, because I'm in art school, right, and I've struggled a lot with like, I'm a fraud, I'm not good enough for this, but something that I've really learned about myself is when I try to be creative, I'm not. Like, it's this real weird thing where like, if I really try to like be creative, it's just dumb. But when I don't try and when it's all natural, that's kind of where it feels better. So for all my creative buddies out there, don't try, which sounds really silly, but like, yeah, I don't know, like just do your own, be you, you know, just be you. Also, big, huge thing, when I'm feeling crap and I'm feeling depressed, I've had a bad day, maybe I've had a panic attack, maybe I've just been like in really one of my like really low points, getting in the shower, shaving my legs, which I don't do often because I'm lazy, but shaving, washing my hair, frank body scrub, getting out, putting on a nice outfit and going out for a coffee will make you feel better. Shout out to Lauren Chan, because we used to do this in first year a lot, where if we were feeling really crap, we'd straighten our hair, look pretty, and then you just feel better. I don't know, it's just like getting out of like your scungy old, gross, tired eyes, stuff, home clothes, like, I don't know, it's fun. It's like reverse psychology, like I said before, fake it till you make it, even with outfits and stuff. Another really big piece of advice that I have is get rid of that whole do it tomorrow attitude. That's kind of one of my like life mottos, is stop doing that. Because like, for instance, when you feel like you need to reach out to somebody, like if you haven't spoken to somebody in a long time and you miss them and you're thinking about them, reach out to them then and there. Don't say, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Like, do it like now, because you'll forget, and then you won't do it, and then time will pass. And I'm really guilty for doing that, like this year especially. But yeah, just stop making up excuses and just do it today. Don't say, oh, like I'll do it tomorrow kind of thing. I think for me, a really big thing is learning the difference between like something and something. So like being lazy and needing a rest. If you're like feeling smothered, is it you or is it the person you're around, you know, that kind of thing. Yeah, learning the difference between like self-isolation and space, like what I was talking about before. But yeah, if this is a big thing, make time to cry. Like I've just started crying again for the first time since Mum passed away, and it's pretty cool. Like not cool, that's the wrong word. It's just therapeutic. But yeah, if you're really finding it hard to make, like, you know, to cry, or you're crying a lot, one of my counsellors that I went to in high school said make a sad time for yourself. So for me, that's normally at night. I put on my sad music, my Bon Iver, my Paper Kites, you know, all those kind of things, and I look at things that trigger me. Now that I'm saying this out loud, it kind of doesn't sound like it's a good idea, but it is. And then letting yourself feel it for like half an hour, like really crying, and then stop, get up and go and do something else. That's a safe place for me, and I think that really helps when I feel like I haven't thought about things in a while. If I make a safe space for me to do that, then I kind of do it. Another big piece of advice is, if somebody, I've had this conversation with a lot of my friends, if somebody is bringing negative energy into your life and they're bringing you down, so say if you go and hang out with them and you leave feeling worse than when you went into it, cut them off. That sounds kind of really harsh, but when you're going through stuff like depression and anxiety, you need to be selfish some of the time. Not all of the time, but some of the time you really need to put yourself first. And so if there are friends that are emotionally draining you, cut them off. And that might, yeah, that does sound harsh, but honestly, like, you really do need to put yourself first. So yeah, just that's a really big thing. And there's definitely right ways to go about it and wrong ways to go about it. But I've had people, like friends in the past, that I can't, they just really have hurt me over and over, and I've had to say to them, look man, like, I can't do this. I actually don't have the emotional capacity to do this. So yeah, I think putting yourself first, especially in friendship situations, is a real big thing. If somebody's not adding like benefit, if somebody's not benefiting your life, cut them off. Yeah, don't be mean about it, but you just gotta look after yourself when you're going through stuff like this. And the last piece of advice for this little video is always tell the people that you love them. My mum really drilled that into me from a really young age. But like your family, your friends, like I always tell my friends that I love them, because if you do, yeah, I don't know, it's just people need to know how loved they are. I'm a big, huge words of affirmation person, but even if I wasn't, it's very important. It's just important. Like, I love, yeah, like I just love my friends, and I want to tell, and they need to know. And so I think, yeah, if you love somebody, not even like in love with somebody, that's a different thing. If you're in love with somebody, I'm not your girl to ask about that, because I've got no flipping clue what to do there. But if you love your friends and your family, tell them. So yeah, big huge advice. Mood. I don't know what that means. Anyway, I'm done, I think, for this video. But yeah, thank you. Next time I think I'm going to be talking more about like what my mental illness looks like in my life. But yeah, so thank you for tuning in. Make sure to like and subscribe. Just kidding, I'm not a YouTuber, that's cringe. But yeah, thanks for watching. Be kind and be nice, and yeah, thanks for watching.